they have saved some time from their busy schedule and happily given their time to accept this webinar invite. So today's webinar we will try to do in a bit interactive mode, where we will try to discuss very important issues on lead generation. And I am fortunate to introduce a very important person in this webinar. The individual is an expert of lead generation for the last, you can say, 8 years in the industry of for-profit making as well as non-profit making. And I was fortunate to work with this individual for at least 5 to 6 years and on the digital platform. And I have learned a great deal from this individual. And it was fun working with him. And he brings a lot of experience on lead generation, successful lead generation. So I would now also tell all the participants that you also have a question answer facility available in this webinar. So whenever you feel or you feel that you have to put any questions, you can write down and we will try to answer those. There is also, we'll also try to be little bit more engaging so that you don't feel bored in this session. And so it will be fun. It will be fun. So let me introduce myself. I am Dev, and I am part of a consulting firm called Let's Rise. And this is our 4th episode of the webinar series, which we have promised to all our viewers, friends, and followers that we will bring in, to have an exciting knowledge sharing platform with these sessions. And I welcome Ravi, Mr. Ravi, to this webinar. Very good evening, Ravi.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Thanks for having you on this board, and thank you for joining our webinar and talking about my introduction. Myself, Ravi, and as they've mentioned, few things about me. So I have been learning in this industry for more than 8 years. I have worked for more global organizations, for profits, non-profits, which we will be discussing in the course of webinar. And I hope everyone is going through a very different phase in this pandemic, and the situation is not normal as used to be. So we'll be discussing in detail, and it will be more like an interactive session. It is not like just reading slides and going through the presentation and case study, nothing like that. We will be discussing the real problem, real issues in the QA format. So thanks, Dave, and over to you.
So thanks, Ravi, for this fantastic introduction. So let me tell you that what we are going to take away from today's webinar session. So these are the takeaways you're going to have today from this webinar session. So these are the 3 things which I think you will, take with you, like why lead generation is important in this scenario, in this pandemic scenario, to get back to the winning ways of your business, and how to do lead generation in this scenario, and also the very important aspect, the financial aspect of investment on lead generation. So you will get all the clues about all 3 things, and which might help you, which will help you to strategize your own lead generation objective. Um, that is how. And also I would like to also say that I can see that participants are joining from all corners of the country, and more people are joining. So I think, Ravi, we will start because people will
Yeah.
continue
We'll
joining.
go on.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll go on.
yeah.
Yes.
So as we promised that this webinar will be an interactive session. So Ravi, we are all looking forward to see that you are able to guide us through what are the elements of lead generation and all those stuff. So I would put my first question to you, Ravi. So the first question goes to you, Ravi, that what do you think in the current pandemic situation, how lead generation can change the business scenario?
So yeah, thanks, Dave. Just I'm just sharing the screen so everybody can, have the clearance of the idea for about the questionnaire. I hope my screen is visible there and all.
Yes, Ravi. Yes, we
Yes.
can. I can see.
So
Yes.
yes, so thank you everyone for, coming and joining this session from all on, from different parts of the country. And we know this is a very difficult situation. And in this, how we can, continue doing our, business, whether it is service industry, whether it is, different form of organization, whether you are for profit or non-profit, how you can, generate your own, lead and convert into a, a customer or prospect. So going through this, I will first say, like, how we are, where you stand, that, kind of SWOT analysis is to be done. And it is like self assessment. You need to do your SWOT analysis. That is number one thing I want to say you. Like where you are standing digitally, especially in this time. Why? Because digital, because though we are not, doing going to our office in a normal way, but I will say that still we have that, opportunities, technology tools, medium of communications to, connect with our customers, our prospects, or reach our markets. So please do SWOT analysis as a decision maker. If you are a decision maker of your organization, or if you are handling your, certain departments of your organization, like especially I will say marketing and sales in this. So, and please do that. That is number one thing. Secondly, what I will say, uh, secondly, what I will say, uh, have, as like social distancing is the new normal. Generate leads, I don't know whether you have where what you do, but I'm just trying to say my answer from beginners, like who have just beginning to do for a digital transformation of their business, or who are in the intermediate stage, or who are having the team, having good resource to do. So there will be different strategies for different level of organization, whether it is SME or bigger, larger of organization. But the SWOT analysis is number one. You should do it today, like what you have as a strength, as a digital strength. Second thing, what I will say, um, if you have that, all those, you should have the data driven metrics of what you are doing actually, from your offline to online. What is, missing in that loophole? You have to drag yourself, no one can tell you, no one can know your problem better than you. Even, bigger experts cannot tell, until and unless, they analyze your business very personally. So in this scenario, what I will say, you have to look at your business very differently, not that, in the normal format. Always have, the progress of your digital tools. What now I will tell, like how you have to move on, steps wise. Like as you do the SWOT analysis, the second step would be, you know how to generate, if you know your how strength, the lead generation. Now coming back to the question, core part of this question, like how lead generation can, change this business scenario. Now you have to understand, how leads gets generated. It generates through different mediums, like, you know your digital presence, like it could be your social media, it could be your website, it could be, your digital strength, whether you have a good digital presence where your branding is good, right? Your audience knows about you. So that things to be taken care of, and it is not one day job. It is, regular and consistent job that you have to do. I don't know your reality, like where, how you are struggling, or, in this pandemic. But, building the community, if you are not done, please do it today. Or please have, proper analysis, because that is more important. Before going for any agency or any expert, we should know, like where we stand first, right? Lead generation campaign, like in this pandemic, like you can reach your customer, though your business and offline is not there, still there are logistics and some things are operating even in the pandemic and lockdowns. Maybe whether you belong to that essential services or not, that would be a different, answers to that. But what I will say, have these tools, be, be proactive. Like plan your organizational work little ahead, you have to analyze before, like it knocks, the problems knocks to your door. So, and also, like talking about, like, in this scenario, we, if you are more, stronger in this platforms, like digital platforms, it will open areas, to the new market. You will have that better transition, you will have the better. And talking about, just, I'm not just being focused just lead generation. See, if there is a good branding, if there is a good digital tools with you, you can have, like, automate it. There are a lot of tools which can work in automation format, even the lead generation thing. So there are a lot of things in this pandemic. Many people, if you see the for example, IT companies, they have not gone back, they, if you see their income, they have doubled their income in the pandemic. If we have, recently, if you have seen the TCS fourth quarter report, then you will be amazed. Like, it was, I will not say it was the complete lockdown in that period, but still they have, taken, threats in, they have converted threats into opportunities. So always do this SWOT analysis first. That will be good, and then plan accordingly, according to your strength, opportunity, or whatever the thing is you have. So, and in these digital things, there will be a lot of breakdowns, your tools, your planning, that will discuss in the other questions. So yeah, over to Dave. Yeah.
Yeah, Ravi, thank you very much. I think that was very good insight you have given. Now, which brings to me another follow-up questions for you. So, if I am a digital marketeer, if I am a marketeer and I am generating leads, so what do you think that what kind of challenges I will face in the lead generation operations or lead generation strategy during this pandemic? I mean to say, like, what are the real challenges a marketeer will face online for online lead generation? Can you throw some light on that?
Yes, thank you for this question, and I hope, like, whoever has, I mean, who have attended, like, welcome to our webinar again. And people still are joining. And since we have begun this session, I just want to tell you, we are discussing this webinar in a very question format, like, realistic problems people are facing these days, not in a, like, very theoretical format, like, going for slides to slides. We are discussing, we have taken these questions where with, consultation with our existing clientele, and many people who are like writing to us. So these all questions we have not created hypothetically, these all questions have been asked to us, and we thought we will, tell this as in form of webinar, so many people can, find it similar, and they can find the way to, develop their digital strategy, so they can generate leads in this pandemic time. So yeah, thank you, Dave, for the second question. If you can repeat, Dave, because some people have joined recently, so that they,
Yes, yes.
yeah.
So it was a follow-up question on your first answer, which the first question was, uh, 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 where we asked how lead generation can change the business scenario, the business which is in downtrend, how it can improve that business. On that, you have answered certain things. On that, I'm again asking a follow-up question: is that if I am a digital marketer, or if I am a person or a business marketer, or a business professional who is looking to generate leads, what kind of challenges I will face while doing lead generation in this pandemic? Because as you know, the market is not showing great trends. The purchasing power in some sectors it is happening, some sector it is not happening. So I mean to say that I don't know. Maybe I'm very worried, like, whether I will be successful. So that is what I'm asking. What kind of challenges, if you think that
Yeah. Thanks to that. And it is very, common questions, and we are getting this through many mails and through our many clients. Like, because many people who are operating in their normal, a normal way of doing their business, normal way of, connecting their clients or finding new audience, they have been affected. And I have two answers to these questions. First, I will just break down to this. First, for the existing, the people who have already, have the digital lead generation process in their organization, and one for whom who have never tried, who have never tried done the digital transition. They have just dependent on their offline networks, or they're doing, direct form of marketing for the product or services. So first I will answer, in this pandemic, like, what challenges could be there, like, for the people who have already into this domain of, practice of doing lead generation online, and how they can improve in this pandemic. So number one to that, first they need to implement very like kind of they're learning first. We should always do data driven marketing, not just blind marketing. It is not about the money, it is about the impact you create through your marketing campaigns. It is not just about the money you pour in, putting ads on Google, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, anywhere. It is about understanding your audience, like whether you're going to create that appeal in this pandemic, because the external environment is very much it's very different. I will not say it is like normal, people are happy in their moods, like they are very willing to buy your products. No, here you have to be very sensitive while you are appealing to your audience, like you're reaching to them in a very different way. The way of arcs, or I will say the call to action, should be different, not as normal as you were doing. For the existing users, I'm saying, for you can tell, like you consult your internal teams if you have, or for any agency you are working with, the your tone of voice, the your way of appealing, the engaging contents, whatever you are doing on your media, or you are doing through your agency, should have little twist now in this scenario. Why I'm saying that? Because the external world is very different. There would be problem in your logistics, there will be problem in your connecting your audience, connecting different things. So what makes sense here is to pitch very sensibly, and also write very good copies of ad, which can make people feel different about you, like what is the unique USP you have having, right? It is not just about running for he's like, or just copying from your competitors. Is copying and making your own strategy is two different things. If you have your own strategy, learning from your market, testing, and that is very different. If you just depend on copying from others, then you're going to fail, definitely fail. Why? Because your audience and their audience, your brand value and their brand value are very different. And this is very different time. It's not normal time like how it is to be. And it is going to continue for another. I mean, it's for God's sake, it should not be, but it is going to be continued for some more time. 2022 is still, very difficult compared to, I mean, 2021. Here we are like, we cannot, assure what is going to happen in the next 2 months or 3 months. What will be the scenario? No one knows. So we have to be prepared ourselves. As in my first question I showed, plus please do your SWOT analysis first. That is the way. Otherwise you are lacking, you cannot make your plan properly. Now coming to the second part, like who have never done digital online before, please transit yourself, because now there is no time for you. I mean, you have to start doing some online thing, have at least build your websites, be on your social media, train your resources, tell them, I mean, like train them and make them so engaging so that they can connect your offline audience through online channels. Again, build very engaging supported journey for your customers, and then you can see the difference. I mean, people will trust you if you have given the better service, better thing. People will, you'll have that pool marketing kind of uh, things coming for you. But if you do the things wrong in this pandemic time, I mean, if you are not there digitally, I mean, you're missing the chance and opportunity. Because I think everybody has website these days, everybody is on social media channel, but they fail to generate the quality leads. Because there are not the there are many channels, many agency, but they're not delivering the same thing. Because you have to understand the audience, which is the center of the every campaign you do. So summarizing this, please analyze your market. Please do some your internal analysis for this. Yeah, over to Dave. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Ravi. So this again brings to me my next follow-up question. Now you said that what we should do. So my another question which comes to my mind is that, so what do you think? What are the best platforms that anybody can take up on this in this pandemic time to generate leads and start getting back to the winning ways of the business, which
Yes.
as would I say, normal, as normally
So,
a business would do.
so yeah, before going to the answer, I will say let's do a poll, Dave. Okay, so that we can have understanding like what people are doing for
Okay,
the
okay,
yeah, that
okay.
will give us little clarity. Yeah.
Okay, so I have a request now. I'm going to share a poll platform, and you just have to answer that. And this poll platform will help us to understand that you know what you do actually professionally. So I hope that everybody is able to see, and you can just answer, you know, whichever you think you are, your profile says. And we can take 1 minute to this. So Ravi, I hope it is visible to your screen, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh, so have you started? Yeah, I guess it is done. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
So
let's
yeah,
give 1 minute of time. Let's say if you know
okay.
everybody can participate, and we see that you know what is
Yeah,
the
yeah,
result.
yeah. Please.
It will also help us to understand what is the intelligence of our
And
current
what is
participants.
expectation also? Because maybe we have designed this format, because this many people have asked us, like, what we should be doing in this time.
Yeah.
As per our knowledge and experience, we have built this like, your problem and our answers in the very, like, QA format, like, so that you understand your problem. If apart from this, we are repeating this, if there are certain problem, we will be happy to connect with you personally. Yeah, but this is just for everyone who have joined, and we want to address everyone problems. So please, stay till the end to get the the what takeaways, like, what you have to expect from this webinar. Yeah.
So I think another 30 seconds, and then we will stop the poll. So the 1 minute is over. So I will now stop the poll. I think everybody has able to do that. It was fantastic, Ravi, that you know the poll clearly says that we have around 66% of the audience as a digital marketer. We have business owners around 31%, and rest are the generic who are you know are newcomers who are trying to establish their business and all those stuff. So this gives a very important insight to our intelligence of attendees who are right now in there, and it will also help us to you know build our conversation. I hope
Yes,
Ravi you got that sense,
yes,
and
thank you.
thank you all for participating in the poll.
Yes, thank you, Dev. And over to if you can repeat the question, the
Yeah,
third
yeah. So
question. Yeah.
yeah. So you in the last answer you said no. We have to do these things. We have to keep in mind these points on
Yeah.
digital.
Okay.
You know. So I was saying that now when you say that these are the checkpoints or tick boxes that we should take into account while doing our lead generation in this pandemic. So I was saying that what do you think are the best platforms anybody can take to generate online leads,
Yes.
to get back to the winning ways of the business, or
Sure.
I would say in a normal days where how business used to happen, you
So
know.
yeah, thank you for the question, Dev. And going back to my personal, this all sharing. I'm not just giving you by just. We have done a lot of experiments, and we have worked for more than 50, 60 plus organizations, for profits and non-profits both. We are saying that, and we have worked for very international, renowned organization in non-profit sectors. Like, I just don't want to name them, but I just will say you their budget will be like crores of all these experience we have got from testing,
No,
testing. Yeah.
sorry, Ravi. I think it will be good, Ravi, if you can share even one or two names. I think there is no
Okay.
harm.
So just okay. So if you have heard of Greenpeace, the which is in 55 countries, so I personally was the digital kind of lead, managing the funds and marketing digital campaigns in non-profit sectors for the last, I think, since 2014 to 2019. I was their consultant for that as a personal. And see, we have done test a lot of things, like and for looking for profit sectors, I work for many e-commerce websites, many, you can say, travel companies, a lot of sectors like service sectors, tourism sectors, product, like based, like e-commerce. In e-commerce there are a lot of things, different strategy you have to apply. And for, so I am giving this scenario just to make you assure that whatever we are saying, we are not just saying hypothetically. Have done lot of tests, we have spent millions of money, doing these all experiments, and these are not, fake advices. You should always try them. And I hope, as a digital marketer, you will be also doing in your organization. As a business owner, you are also working with any other agencies or in-house team, and you are be doing these all these things. Now, coming back to the question what Dave told, what are the winning platforms in for lead generation these days? Now, as I know, like many people, you have doing many kind of business. It, like business generally can be categorized into B2B or B2C, generally. So, like, talking about a strategy and platform, there are a lot of things, like now we are talking about this digital online leads here. So let us focus what is, where your audience lies first, where where they are spending their more time digitally. For B2C, I know Facebook gives low cost per lead, Instagrams are there. For B2B, yes, LinkedIn is there. There are also different channels you generate through your email marketing campaigns. You reach through your, reference. There are a lot of things you do. But let's not forget the first point, your website first, which is yours, not others, right? Which tells your worth, which is your virtual institution. So always, first optimize your website first. Have proper auditing. Have, invest your, resources in building a better engaging website. If it is not done, I think in the pandemic it is not going to move up very faster. But always, as a best practice, do not forget, instead of moving here and there, you focus on your website first. Why? Because whatever the traffic will be generated, even from Facebook, LinkedIn, or any campaign you will be doing, where the audience will land, obviously they will go to your website first. They will try to know about you, right? So make a very, detailed website where, whatever the question or whatever the lead you are going to generate, have proper information. Your website is optimized, have some blogs, optimize. See, there are a lot of things you can do in a website. And I, like, to be very short, make search engine friendly, make it more wider. I don't make it just like look and feel good. See, look and feel is one part, but if your website is not technically, optimized, or not search engine friendly, or not you have some good amount of content, it is not going to give you the online leads, to be very honest. And many people who have joined today will agree to this. If your website is not good, your investment is going to be, very bad. Like, why? If you invest in Facebook ads, suppose, and if your website is not good, where the audience will go? They will
So,
search about you.
Ravi, sorry to interrupt. I would
Yeah,
like to ask a question here. So, when you
yeah,
say that website,
yeah.
optimize your website, so you are saying that try to have some lead generation,
Yes,
forms
yes.
in the
I mean, the
website.
lead magnet should be there in the website.
Okay, okay.
I mean, it's not just a content. There should be proper call to action. There should be properly, designed format. Like, it is not like, the see, people invest lakh, and some people invest in thousand, and some people invest in crores for website. See, there are views difference. It depends on how you are maintaining them. But if your website is not good, means you are losing the, very first opportunity for leads. Why I'm saying this? See, there are many ways of generating organic, inorganic, these lead, like running ads, running after the people. Even the pandemic, people, how they will know if your website is not good, right? If your website is not, optimized. So please focus on your website, have the proper audit. I will not say just go in Google, search for some tool and just work. No, you understand your audience first,
Uh,
understand your matrices, and then do it accordingly,
yeah,
right?
Ravi, we have a questions from Ashok Murli R.
Yeah.
Mr. Ashok is asking, is it okay to have a landing page instead of a website?
Yeah. Uh, Can you repeat once? Sorry, I didn't hear you properly.
Yeah, so Mr. Ashok is asking, is it
Yeah.
okay to have a landing page
Okay.
instead of a website?
See, Mr. Akos, that is very nice question. But landing page is like a micro website. I will say this is like very small information you will have. And it works for lead generation. Yes, you are correct. It will fulfill the not the overall objective, but a small amount of it. Like suppose if you are running one campaign and like suppose you are generating lead for. I'm just giving you a hypothetical example. Like you are generating lead, you're running lead generation campaign for your suppose like holiday package for your company, and then you give you brief details about that camp, like what you are providing in that package and all that. For that it is okay, landing page. But for if you are telling overall identity of your organization, then you should have a website. Landing page is just created for certain objective, where you have certain information has to be shared, and certain traffic has to be generated, and lead has to be generated. But yes, you are also right, but it all depend on objective. If you have objective to just get some few leads, and with some certain small amount of information by putting on the landing page, it's okay. But if you are looking for multi-dimensional approach, and trying to convert your different traffic into the leads, website should be optimized in different way. But landing page, I'm just repeating, it will have a certain short term goal you can have with the objective you are making that page, right?
So that means, Mr. Ravi, what you're saying that we should have a landing page, it will work. But if you are going for a multi-dimensional approach of lead generation of multiple
Yeah.
audience persona, where you will be selecting different persona or targeting different audience, then website lead capture form would
Yeah.
be very important tool, right?
Yeah, I mean, see, it is a very different topic. Just I will give you a small answer to this. See, any page, like suppose if you are a blog and you just put a call to action at the end of your blog, that will helpful to generate your lead, right? So in the same way, in the website, people will visit multiple pages, right, according to your need and things. So we should not miss opportunity. I mean, opportunities to capture those lead as well. That is what I wanted to say. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
okay, okay.
coming back to our channel, sorry, we can connect you with you, sir. Maybe we have a different questions, and there is little time restriction. We are happy to connect you offline, right, and talk about it. So now coming to like certain questions, like the thing, like after the website, what could be the next thing we should focus on? The next thing will be the your social media channels. Yes, as I mentioned, do not forget to have a better social media channels, whether it is a Facebook, LinkedIn, or with any channel. Please be there. Please publish your content timely, so that you can engage your audience wherever they are available. So have some engaging content.
Ravi,
Do not
Ravi,
publish just, yeah.
Ravi, can you please keep your mic little bit far, because it is becoming too hard. Please keep your mic little bit far. Yeah, please talk.
uh, yeah, can
Can
you
you?
hear me now there?
Yes, yes, yes. I'm saying please keep your mouthpiece little bit far from your mouth.
Yeah,
So
yes, I got it, yeah.
yeah.
So let me be like brief to that. I was saying about the social media thing, right? And I am hopeful that the thing I told, like you should have engaging content. You should not have just random content. You should have your engagement rate studied and all. I hope they my audio is clear to all now.
Yes, yes.
Thank you for pointing this out. Yeah. Now have the calendar, like everybody says have a calendar. See, having a calendar and implementing, these are two things. One can build a beautiful calendar of content, but they fail to implement these things. Many organizations I have worked on, the main thing is they fail on the implementation part. There are beautiful plans, there are beautiful strategies, there are good plans, but where is the failure? The failure comes where there is no implementation on time. So have the proper calendar, but also implement on time, right? Whether it is for website, whether it is for social media, or any other thing. I'm
Yeah.
just repeating. Yeah,
After
yeah.
social media, you said something.
Yes, I was just saying have some calendar for your content, whatever you publish, whether it is email, website, or anything like, where you engage your audience through, please have a calendar. I mean, weekly, monthly, or quarterly calendars, and have, proper timing of, engaging them. Now, coming to the WhatsApp, do not miss WhatsApp. Gone are the edges of SMS, gone are the edges of, email are there, but it is now, the open rates are very much, scary. Please try to have opt-in data for your WhatsApp for business. And the last and not least, I will say, engage with the digital influences. I mean, how you can widen your reach, like, some influencer like YouTube channels, people who are having their own, strength of followers. Please approach them if they can do something for you and help in lead generation. Dave, am I clear and audible?
Yes, yes. So let me summarize what you said, Mr. Ravi, that the best platforms is website. Number two, the social media channels, which is generic, everybody does. Third is the email. Email is a third best platform to generate leads. Then WhatsApp. And lastly, digital partners or influencers. So I was just summarizing. So am I right, Mr. Ravi?
Yes, yes. Yes, that you are right. Sorry for the technical glitch again, because
Okay, okay.
this internet is so bad sometimes.
No, no,
Okay.
it's okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Ravi, so this brings me to the another follow-up question is that uh, what are the things we should keep in mind while going for online lead generation? So this question is not related to what you have said. In the beginning you said no. What are the checklists? Then you
Yeah.
said what are the best platform from this. But this is I need to dig down more deep, so that our audience can know, in spite of even having checklist, we might be missing something during this situation what is happening in outside our home, that we should be keeping in mind. So can you please throw some light on those things?
Yes. Thank you, Dave. And I hope this maybe, be similar question you have in your mind too. Like, what should be, the checklist now? What you need to do the, like, what you need to have to do the online lead generation, right? So first thing for this, please, if you are noting it down, we will share the recording with you. But still, if you are noting it down, please note it down somewhere. First, if you are doing this, like, please have the data from your past campaigns. Because why this is important? Because I am the, follower of, data driven marketing. I don't do blind marketing. Why I'm saying this? If there is no data for marketing, please do some pilot tests. Okay, do not jump into the game if you are not a good player, right? You have to build that, skill set first. Suppose if you're doing your own, and if you're doing through your agencies, please have the regular interactions, so that you know what you are actually gaining back from them, right? So first checklist is, have that you have do you have that data of your previous campaign? Do you have, please have that first. Again, the second most important thing for online lead generation is, have the persona of your audience. Your audience are the, the top of the ladder of, if you say, the, in the business, customers always come first, right? So if you are not understanding, the interest, the, I mean, what makes your customer happy, the, what makes them, what could be the real persona of your audience, where they are residing, I mean, where they are they on Facebook, are they are on LinkedIn, are they are on, like, within your networks or within your database, what you have built through the years of your, campaigning. So please have the segmentation. Make your marketing campaigns or online lead generation campaign based on the segmentation of data. Do not do any campaign where you don't have the data to back them, right? Do not invest, xyz amount if you are not having that, experience of doing that. Please, why I'm saying this? Because sometimes I have seen people spend lakhs of money, and if I ask them what you have got in, in return, the, results are very scary. People sometimes, they have spent lakhs and crores, but, they have not done in proper way. People say this fail and that fail. See, failure is good, but knowing, failure is good when, you are trying new things and you are doing with your, learned skill, you are what you have. But when you just run after new things without any skill, and then you'll fail. That is very mistake. So please avoid that. If you are doing these things, please avoid that. Because why I'm saying this, I've seen people failing because they don't have, sometimes business owner, they don't have knowledge of, digital tools and knowledge. People convince them, agency will come and tell you, please do XYZ and you will get XYZ. Please do not jump in the just paper plan. Have some pilot testing done, then go for a bigger scale of marketing, right? Otherwise, and you will miss the opportunity and you will lose your money too. So goal setting is the third thing. How, for what you are doing the lead generation, you should be very clear, right? The clear messaging, the clear ad copies, the clear, your website messaging. As someone asked me, landing page. Here comes your, yes, the checklist point. The landing page also plays a very great role here. But you, as I mentioned, it is for certain objective. Your objective should be clear for that. Again, the last and not the least, engaging content is king. Everyone knows that, right? But you, how many of you really, spend more time creating content? That matters, right? How you test your content. Do you do A/B testing for your content when you run your ads? Do you do split testing? Do you track your campaigns digitally and have the, kind of debrief of your campaign regularly? See, nothing happens overnight. You have to do test, and certain, after certain test, what is your investment, what is your returns, what is you're actually getting back from. So do not, and why I'm repeating this word, please do not spend a single penny where your, goals and objectives are not clear, please. Why I'm saying this, because you spend too many, right? But if your goal are not clear, like what I want to achieve, I want to generate 100 leads. From where? You should be clear from which market. Suppose from Delhi, from Mumbai, from Bangalore. So these certain things should be clear from, the people who are going to run this. Otherwise, it's very difficult. Sometimes people do run campaigns, but they are very much not clear on their objectives. So please note it down. I will be sharing this recording as well, but it is very important. Thank you, Dave, for asking this. Yeah.
Yeah. So now, Ravi, I'm very excited to know that after listening to these five interactions with you, questions I have put in front of you, and the answers you gave in, I'm very excited to know. Can you share an example of a successful lead generation event which you are part of, and you very
Yes,
successfully achieved that?
yes, yes. I like, there are certain privacy, but I hope I could share those all my dashboards. Okay, but yes, now to be, sort on this, just giving you certain example, like, I personally, I will still say I'm a learner, and I'm still learning. There are a lot of changes since I have been practicing and learning these things. There are a lot of changes. Yes, with the success there has been failure as well. Okay, but success comes when you try harder. Like, let me give you a certain example of, certain organizations I have worked in for, like, so for example, in e-commerce website, like, there was a honey brand called Bee Blessings. Okay, you might find this brand on Amazon. And they started, like, couple started this startup from their home. I'm giving you a case study as a success here. They started in 2019 in the pandemic time. This is very recent, that's why I'm sharing this to you all. And they were just, a corporate couple working, and but they had a passion of this selling this honey online and all. So they approached me and say, Ravi, can you help me put it, and market this our product, because we are, keen on selling good quality honey to the, urban pan India audience. So I was the one who created their website, designed their, sell the. Now, if you can, now I am very happy. They are generating revenues in this pandemic. Because honey, yes, people have any health benefits, and in this, immunity booster for many people, and the quality is so good. In Amazon, it is like, 4.5 rating plus. So they are selling nearly 100 bottles per day order. You can't believe them. So in that campaign was designed in such a way, first thing, you should understand the audience, your buyer. You should present what they need, right? First is the problem, why you do business, because there are certain problems you want to solve, right? And there were certain things lacking in that. There are many honey brand, like many MNC produces honey, right? But there are certain things that people are searching for, that is missing in that their product, right? So they thought that we will go to some, hill areas, we'll buy that honey from the local farmers, and then we'll package in our apartment, and then we will sell it. So you can believe that it is a homegrown startup. Their revenues have grown from zero to millions now. So this is how, I have personally helped them. That is very recent. And talking about the companies and all, there are a lot of data, but yes, uh, I will say profits, non-profits, there are a lot of stories, there are a lot of and there has been failure too. Just people say success, but I say failure too. See, failures comes when you try. I'm just repeating this. When you try and you fail new things, it is a failure. But if you don't know about something and you're just trying to do that, that is a stupidity, right? So failures is when you try to do something. It's not always my all campaigns get success. It is there. Some point you have to learn and change your, re-strategize your plan. So that is what I want to say, Dev, that success and failures both are the same part of the coin. There are been successes and there has been failure too. Failure, we should not hide that we have failed to do this. But again, I am repeating this. Failure is two things, like when you know and you're trying. See, that is different thing. When you don't know anything, you don't know about digital leads, you don't know about online leads, and you are investing money with just certain ideology or hypothesis, that is a stupidity. Please, if you are doing this, please stop it. Please start with something which makes sense, which give you some returns, genuine returns. I mean, say, obviously everyone talks about ROI, but see, there are certain investments where where the things come with little patience and with a good you know campaigns. So don't worry about just lead, but try how to you can get that quality leads. That is more important. Yeah, over to Dave.
Yeah, so Mr. Ravi, what you are saying is that we have to keep on test, test, and fail, fail again, test again, fail again, test. So we should not be, worried about being failed, because digital marketing or lead generation is just like walking on a knife, a sharp edge of a knife. And if you walk on a sharp edge of a knife, you will bleed. There will be some blood coming out, but even after bleeding, the next time when you again have an opportunity to walk on a sharp edge knife, you will be able to walk on it because you already know how to walk on the sharp edge. You will be much more prepared. So that is what you are
Yes,
suggesting.
yes. I mean, who are the business owner who have joined today? See, nothing comes without trying, and nothing comes. You have taken risks, right? You are selling some product or services. You have taken a lot of risks, lot of learning you have applied, so that, and you are doing those such things. And in this pandemic time, why we are just we are telling you honest answer. We don't want to tell you something fake which doesn't work, or who doesn't what we say, and just you giving you fake promises, invest this and get this. No, we are not here doing that. See, we have worked for many genuine organization, non-profit. You can imagine how difficult it is to market non-profits where there is no product. You are selling the emotions and the causes. See, that is where we are come from. And we have also come from where where we have rebuild the brands, rebuild their product and services. So why we are saying this? Because we have to be very patient in this pandemic. Please do not go for anything which is very looks very fancy, but have some side effects. To be general, please choose your platform very honestly. Okay, Dave, I think we can summarize this last questions together,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. So yeah, so I'm just coming to one more questions which I am thinking is that what are the financial implications of a unsuccessful lead generation process, and if you can tell how to avoid it or
Yes.
how to avoid that situation.
Yes, I mean, many people, I mean, who have joined today have invested money, right? They're investing time and money, I will say, not just money, because everybody talks about money, but no one talks about the time and hard labor like people doing. And for this, like online leads, why I'm focusing on leads. See, these online leads, whether there will be pandemic or not, whether there is going to be a bad time, good time, see, online audience, I mean, this is the future, and it has been working in India since digitalizing. Since 2008 9, people and businesses have grown a lot in digital space. Do not lie. There is nearly 600 plus million active online users in India who are on digital platforms and on different age groups. So now talking about the question, like, what are the financial, implication of unsuccessful lead generation campaign? So as I mentioned, we are like, repeating such things, and why we are repeating, because they are being related with each other. So let's talk about, like, uh, have budget. Like, if you don't have to fail for any campaign, first decide what is your budget and timeline first, right? As I mentioned, objective comes first. After that, have budget, have timeline, have, implement your previous learnings, whatever you have, whatever failures you have, please try to avoid that in the your second or whatever the third campaign what you're going to do. Creatives, which is the heart of any campaign or marketing lead generation campaign. Design your creatives very sensibly. Do not, have the prospect of your branding, colors, dimension of your, graphics, visuals, whatever you use, but do not miss the call to action. I have seen very beautiful ads, but the call to actions are not clear. So please have the call to action, so that your financial implications should not be like, it should, your investment should not go in the bad hand. Like now, messaging should be clear, and tracking should be, there should be tracking of each and every campaign you do. Do not do like blind campaigns. I mean, in digital everything is trackable, and if someone is saying, this can't be tracked, I mean, they are not doing it properly. I'm telling you, anything in digital can be tracked, whether it is your income, whether it is your campaign, whether it is your click, whether it is your leads, everything can be tracked. And certain things, but due to some privacy policies, there are some implication, but that are some certain exceptions. We can avoid that. Optimize your audience. And always, like we are saying, testing is the only way. Don't know, the campaign works today might not work tomorrow. Certain audience, saturations happens in campaigns. And always engage whatever the leads you have, which you have got from your offline business. Please engage them. They are your digital assets, so that, there is in, like, I mean, you will not be, the chances of failing is very less if you, do in a very systematic way, and there will won't be any financial implications to that. Yeah, thanks, Dev. And is there anything else like you have noted from your, survey?
Yeah. So I just wanted to say that if anyone of our uh, attendees, if you want to get in touch with Mr. Ravi, so you can send email on this email ID which I have just shared in the question answer session. That's info at the rate letsrise.com. info at the rate letzrisc.com. Please note it down. Also, if you so Mr. Ravi has a vast experience of managing these digital campaigns to generate leads and generate revenue, successful revenues. And our platform or our setup, Let's Rise, through which we both are associated with, this setup is very specialized in retail hybrid marketing strategy, which actually mixes offline, which is actually talks about how you can tap online audiences and still make your business successful or generate revenue from them. So if you need any help in that, if you need any queries, if you want to do business, if you want to any help on creating the hybrid plan, or even they execute the lead generation campaigns for you, so Mr. Ravi can help you. So he's available. So that is what we want to say. And don't forget to visit the website of our entity, which is www.letsrise.com. And we also are active in social media channels, and as well as YouTube, as well
And
as LinkedIn. Yes, sir.
adding to Dev, you can also contact on the WhatsApp number which you have sent you the webinar links. That is
Yes,
also
yes.
open. Yeah.
Yeah, so in that also you can contact with Ravi. So that is what we wanted to bring. So me and Ravi have worked in the industry for more than 16 to 17 years. Ravi being on the online realm, and I being on the offline and online both. So we have learned a great deal from each other, and we want to, we want to share these learnings, these, doable things with everyone. And we are ready to, partner. We are ready to also, give the best out of ourselves, because we feel if we give value to our community, the community will also give value to us. So that is what we think. And with that, I would like to end this webinar for today. And I am very, very thankful to everyone who has taken out time in this pandemic. And I hope that everybody is safe. And I pray to God that we all will scale through this pandemic, and we will be, getting back to the winning ways of our doing business.
Yes,
And we
and
all will in
personally,
our life.
thanks, Dev. And personally, what I want to say is, see, here we are open for any other discussion. If you like to have any questions, sorry, we have not, since the volume of attendees is more, like we could not, have that Q&A session at last. But we hope, like, if you have any questions, you can write down to us. Dave has shared the email ID, but still the WhatsApp number is open to you. You can write us. There is no harm. Like, we are ready to help you, whatever the resources we have. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So thank you, Ravi. It was an exciting session, and I hope every attendee has enjoyed today. And I wish everyone a very great day and good night, and stay safe. Bye bye. See you again in the next webinar.
Yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you. Good night.